Morning, day 3. So the short trippers have decided to separate from the long trippers, but the long trippers are probably going to catch us, but we'll see. Oh, son! Tightened up my rudder straps. She's like a different dang boat, boys. So we knew that separating could be an option. We had discussed it quite a bit before the trip because we short trippers had to be off the river on Friday. The long trippers, as you know, you've already heard, they had several more days to travel several more miles. The average worked out to we needed about 40 miles a day as short trippers, and that would allow us a 0 day. They were only needing to make about 30 miles a day. Following the first 2 days, we were over 30 miles behind schedule, and that was just the first 2 days. We were getting worried about making it because we didn't know how the rest of the trip was going to go. We didn't know how the rest of the river was going to flow. We felt like once we got in the river, things would go smoother and a lot faster. They did. Things went much smoother once we got on the river. We made much better time, as we felt like we would. We had gotten together, short trippers, and talked about the fact that we did not want to feel like we were pushing the long trippers. This was their trip of a lifetime as well. You know, they had worked very hard to get there and to do everything to get to go. We didn't want to feel like we were rushing them and they weren't getting to enjoy the trip as much as they should have. So on day 3, we made the decision to go ahead and pull out a little bit earlier than them and push a little harder. I think we covered about 12 more miles than they did on this day. We were trying to stay in touch through inReach, but that, you know, as you'll see in next episode, that didn't always work as well as we had hoped. What we may have to do is I may have to text any information to Shannon, have her send it to Missy, and Missy send it to Mitch. This is Rob.
Hello. Wish you were here.
And that's Tim.
Probably in the side of the tank.
Oh, there we go. How's that? There's Tim. And we have made it to the river.
Long current.
Bye-bye, Lake. How you say it?
LaBarge.
LaBarge. You were not friendly. You were beautiful, but not friendly.
Oh, it was some of the... Are you kidding me? So my 8 has started locking up on me. Uh-oh. All right. To me, the first 30 miles of the Yukon River coming out of Lake LaBarge was the most beautiful, most scenic section of the river. It was also the fastest. Had a couple of pretty good rapids. Unfortunately, as you heard in the last clip, my GoPro 8 was acting up. Wasn't sure what the problem was. Turns out it was due to an aftermarket battery. I thought it was going to be a good bit cheaper. I think I ended up paying like $9 a piece for them. When I got home, after having the problems with them, I decided to go ahead and spring for good GoPro batteries. And off of their website, the good GoPro batteries were only $11 each. So I missed so much beautiful footage. I finally, after lunch, was able to get the GoPro battery back in after it had charged just a little bit, but the amount of filming that I could still do was very, very limited. Fortunately, I was able to get some footage from Tim, and so that's kind of saved this video. All right, we're back. Let me turn this one on too. Back on the Yukon proper. I'm ready for some current. We're gonna roll through here. This cross current, I was afraid it was going to push us over into that.
I'm afraid it's going to rain. I hope the storm holds off.
Well, in all honesty, I'd rather it rain right now than, I mean, if it's just going to rain, because all my stuff's in the dry. I'd like for it not to, and us have time to hang some stuff up to dry today, because I got a lot of wet stuff. My cameras are messing up on me, which is ticking me off, but I'll take a picture of my view right here and I'll put it in right here. Live off. That's pretty gnarly. Hate you couldn't see it. So how would you top this? Getting to carry your Yukon boat on the Yukon River. How do you top that?
I don't. Bringing your Yukon and putting it on the Yukon River below Lake Lavrage.
Okay.
That's the only way to top it.
We've been on the water now for 2.5 hours, I guess. We've already got about 16 miles in. It's a whole lot different on this river where we got current. We just stopped for our first facilities break and I got out of my dry suit. I was getting hot, sweaty. I was afraid I'd be a little too cool in short sleeves, so I broke this jacket out. My upper body's not going to be much cooler, but my lower body's much cooler. So, okay, we're heading on down the river. Y'all just can't. There's no words. There's no pictures. Can't do it justice. Surreal, massive, and surreal. All right, I'll let you go now. See you later. Love you. Bye. We're making pretty good time. We got a little rapid coming up here. We've already done probably close to 25 miles Oh yeah, this is gonna be oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Man, I wish I had the cameras going up front. Pretty good little wave trains going here. Got little crazy cross currents and stuff in here, so you just gotta be on top of your game. Ooh, yeah, that one just came over the nose of the boat. Pretty solid. That's cool. Did I get my arm wet? I think I did. She's rolling. We just took a little break. We've gone a little over 5 hours and we've done over 30 miles. So we're feeling pretty good. They stopped and ate lunch. I take care of some cameras and stuff and change some clothes out and all that kind of stuff. But we are, I was going to put on my dry suit, but then I decided that I really didn't want to mess with that. My feet are already wet getting in and out of the boat. So, but we are rolling. We're rolling right now. And I got some more cameras going. Damn it, I didn't turn that freaking camera on. Trying to do too much on my little measly brain. I'm gonna have lunch here in a few minutes. I got it sitting here in my lap, so I'm gonna eat here in a few minutes. And this is just amazing. This is just amazing. Float plane going into land. Hadn't done a whole lot of videoing today. Had some trouble with my cameras. I'm a little aggravated, but it is what it is. But anyway, we are sitting at about 40 miles already for today, and we're thinking we're gonna try to push on. We need to average 40 miles a day, but every mile we can get extra will be one less mile we have to paddle on Friday. And Friday we've got to be there ready for the shuttle to pick us up at 3 o'clock. So that's going to be a thing. But anyway, we are we're at 40 miles right now, and we're going to chill out. We're going to see how far we can get today.
day. That's a wild animal. You doing cool?
We just floated by a moose. A big old moose. Hey Dan, it wasn't an Alabama moose either.
Oh, he's going further out. Look at it.
If you enjoyed this episode, consider subscribing so you can join us on the rest of our crazy adventures. Remember to get out and find your own adventure, because even bad adventures make great stories. Thanks for tagging along with us today, guys.